Yo, what's up guys, it's ApTreX here. Finally, welcome to the official Cemu Android best settings and gameplay test video. So right here, you will be able to see I have loaded few of the most popular Wii U games inside the Cemu Android. For example, Pokken Tournament, NFS Most Wanted and Zelda Twilight Princess HD. In today's video, we'll be testing out all of these games and I'll be telling you guys the best settings and how to fix common issues that you might face while running Cemu Android. Let's start with the first common issue which you guys were commenting, asking me that why are my games not being detected inside the Cemu Android. Now for your games to be detected inside Cemu Android, you'll need to set games folder by selecting the folder where you store your game folders, not the WUX file. You'll need the decompressed game folder if you want to play them inside the Cemu Android, or else it will not work. So that's the most important issue which all of you guys were facing. You can't import the WUX file inside the Cemu Android. It's just not supported for now. Once that is out of the way, you can run Cemu Android completely offline. So let's open settings and apply the best settings. To enable the on-screen touch controls, make sure to go to input overlay option and make sure to enable the input overlay and select the proper overlay controller. So in my case, it has been set to controller 1, which means that we need to enable the controller 1 option. For that, just go and tap on emulated controller. Afterwards, select the controller type. For example, I have selected the Wii U gamepad, which in my opinion is the best default controller that you can go with for emulating Wii U games on Android, as it has all the necessary controls. Once that has been done, let's head back. In terms of graphics settings, we only get few options, but make sure to enable asynchronous shader compilation. Make sure to disable VSync option and accurate barrier should be turned on. So disabling accurate barrier option will lead to flickering graphics but may improve performance. So if you have a low-end Android device, you can disable this option, but it is highly recommended to leave it turned on. That's what we'll be doing for our today's video, and asynchronous shader compilation will reduce stuttering issues. Anyways, in terms of audio settings, you can disable audio if you want to get few more FPS, but it is not recommended. I'll show you guys the gameplay performance and you will understand what I'm talking about. And in terms of FPS, you can enable the position to top left and enable the FPS overlay, CPU usage and RAM usage overlay at the top left corner. Anyways, once that has been done, we are now all set to emulate Wii U games inside the Cemu Android. I showed you guys the best settings, so let's start with Pokken Tournament. Now this game 100% works on the Cemu Android, but it has one singular issue which I'll show you guys. I have not been able to fix this issue and hence why I haven't made a gameplay video on this game yet. Anyways, as you will be able to see, the game successfully starts. This is the original Pokken Tournament DX, by the way, which we are emulating on our Android device at straight up 60 FPS, as you will be able to see at the top left corner, and it is only consuming around 800 MB of RAM and CPU percentage is around 39. Now the main issue arises once it asks you to get registered. So we'll need to enter a name obviously, but unfortunately the controls just do not go to the name section, so you won't be able to enter the name inside Pokken Tournament. I have tried out all the controller layouts, but unfortunately none of them work. As you will be able to see, there is no touch support and hence why we are not able to input the controls. So unfortunately Pokken Tournament cannot be played on the Cemu Android yet, but it will take a lot of updates for that to be fixed. Anyways, once that has been done, let's try out our next game, which is going to be Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, and this is one of the most popular Wii U games out there. I'm really excited to try it out on my Android device inside the Cemu Android, and the device which I'm using is iQOO12 with Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 processor and 16 GB of RAM. And there we go, as you will be able to see, our game is about to start. This is the beginning cutscene and just take a look at it. It is very high graphics and we are getting around 23 FPS, which is not that bad considering that Cemu Android is still in its beta stages. So definitely let's skip the cutscene and start playing this game. And there we go, our game has successfully started. Just take a look at these graphics. They are absolutely amazing, and there isn't even any major graphical issue. As you will be able to see, there are some small stuttering issues but nothing major, and it looks absolutely stunning on my Android device, though unfortunately the FPS which we are getting isn't that great at all. Just take a look at this, we are getting 15 to 16 FPS on a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 Android device. Obviously it is playable experience, but for those of you guys with mid-range or low-end devices, just forget about it. You won't be able to emulate such high-end Wii U games on your Android devices. And seeing this game being emulated on my Android device is just so crazy. Like, take a look at this, we are literally emulating a Wii U game game on Android. It is very surreal. Anyways, that was Legend of Zelda. Let's exit the emulator and try out our next game, which is going to be my personal favorite game, Need for Speed Most Wanted. And I wanted to play this game since a very long time on my mobile phone. I loved playing it on my PC, on my consoles, but this is what I have been waiting for since a very long time, and it is finally here. We'll be emulating Need for Speed Most Wanted, a Wii U game on our Android devices with the help of Cemu Android. Growing up, playing this game on my PC was one of the most fun memories that I ever had. The graphics was really amazing, and on my potato laptop I used to get like 3 to 4 FPS, and still it was very enjoyable experience. But you'll be able to see during the cutscenes we are getting almost 30 FPS while emulating this game, and as you might be able to hear, the audio output also works 100%. So I'll be back once the cutscene is over. And there we go guys, the game is now running on my Android device. The FPS is pretty horrible, but just take a look at the resolution. The graphics resolution is super impressive, and the audio output also works properly, which is a plus point. But I am seeing some graphical issues, like the trees are completely white, which means that unfortunately there are some issues to be fixed, which probably won't get fixed anytime soon in the Cemu Android port. But hey, at least the game is working, right? It is a very big step towards emulation of consoles on Android. I never thought I would be seeing this day where I am emulating a Wii U game. Not just that, but one of my favorite games on my Android device at full resolution, and it is super amazing guys. So do let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about the Cemu Android port, and let's hit 200 likes on this video. So after we complete the like goal, I'll upload Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild test gameplay video. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.